everyone, it's Jacqueline here. I'm just going to perform an infant assessment. So first of all, I start off by providing privacy. I'd wash my hands, introduce myself as Jacqueline, student nurse, check the client's ID bands, and check for any allergies. If the parents are in the room, I'm just going to educate them that I'm doing a head-to-toe assessment, make sure that I have their consent. I'm going to have all my equipment at my side because I don't want to leave the infant. And I want to have the infant covered with a blanket to keep them warm and reassure them throughout the procedure. I'm going to start with checking their vitals. I'm going to be checking the respiration rate. It should be 30 to 60 breaths per minute. And I'm going to be checking this bilaterally. I do the anterior and posterior of the child, and then I'll be checking the heart rate. It should be 110 to 160. I'm checking the aortic valve, pulmonic valve, Erb's point, tricuspid, mitral valve, and then I'm going to be listening to the apical pulse for 1 minute, and then I'm going to be checking the blood pressure. It should be 75 over 140, and the temperature, when I'm using a probe in the armpit and holding the arm down, it should be 36.5 to 37.5 degrees Celsius. And then I'm going to be moving on to assessing the head. So I'm going to be palpating the anterior and frontinals and see if they're overlapping. If there's any bulging, this could mean intracranial pressure. If they're depressed, it could be a sign of dehydration. Now I'm going to be moving on checking the ears. I want to make sure that they're symmetric, see if there's any discharge, if they're red. Then we're moving on to the eyes, checking the pupils. You're using Perla, making sure that they're equal and reactive with a pen light and accommodating. And then moving down to the nose, making sure that it's moist, see if there's any redness, if there's discharge, plugging one nostril and seeing if it affects the child's respiration rate, and then plugging the other. And then I'm going to be moving down to the mouth and checking, see how far along the palpate has formed. And then I'm going to be checking sucking reflex, make sure it's moist, see if there's any discharge. And then I'm going to be palpating the neck for any enlarged lymph nodes or thyroid glands. And now I'm going to auscultate the abdominal quadrant, starting with the lower right one, upper right one, upper left one, lower left one. I should hear it in all of them. And I'm going to be palpating this now and checking for any masses, any signs of pain, squinting or crying of the baby. And now I'm going to be moving on to the arms. I want to make sure that they are symmetric, checking the pulses. And I also want to check the fingers. And I want to use the palmar reflex. So I'm going to put my finger in the baby's hand, and they should grasp my finger with their fingers. And then I'm going to be moving down to the genitalia, so removing the diaper, checking for a diaper rash, see if there's any discharge. And I'm going to be checking the scrotal sac, see if the testes have dropped by palpating that. I'm going to be checking the penis. See the mediatus is at the tip of the penis. And then I'm going to be flipping over the child and checking their back. I want to check the buttocks, see if there's a rash, the spine, making sure that there's no dimples, that the skin is intact, everything's fine. Flipping back over, moving down their legs, checking the pulses. And I'm going to be performing a Babinski reflex test, so rubbing my finger up the foot and the toes should splay out. And then I'm going to be measuring the child. I'm going to be weighing them, putting them on a scale. And then I want to measure the circumference of their head with the eyebrow level, and then their circumference of their chest, nipple line, and their circumference of their abdomen. And then I want to check the length of the child, so measuring from the head to the buttocks and the buttocks to the end of the feet. All right, thanks everyone. Bye.